It's an adult playground. So if you want to go for a fabulous meal, or we've been on the rides at the top of the Stratosphere, or we've been out to the Grand Canyon and we go shopping and we go to see shows, and you can just do what you want.
Yeah, I get it.
It's amazing. And then you had to write the ticket out. You had to go in the back office and type up the itinerary on a typewriter.
Yeah.
And then type up an invoice to send to them.
Yeah.
And then they'd phone and change the ticket.
Then you're going to start.
So you had to do it all over again. We've got a dog, Monty. And so we love at least once a year to take Monty to the seaside.
Yeah.
But we also love a hot tub break.
You know what?
Not on our own, though. Not just us two. We're not the Coldplay couple.
Welcome to Now Boarding.
Hello and welcome to Now Boarding, the podcast that takes you behind the scenes of travel, sharing real stories from the people and places that make holidays unforgettable. I'm Phil, the CEO of the Travel Village Group, and what makes this podcast different? Well, we record every episode in just one take, so you get the laughter, the surprises, and the unfiltered moments exactly as they happen. So my hope is that these stories inspire your next adventure. And when they do, the Travel Village Group team is ready to make it a reality. So let's start today and dive straight in with my guest and friend, Wendy Haines from Wendy Haines Travel. Hi, Wendy. Good to have you.
Hi, Phil.
It's been a journey getting here, hasn't it?
A real journey, yes, in lots of senses of the word, including getting locked in the toilet on the train.
That's the best opening we've had to a podcast.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic.
That's the first time in my life, but there we go.
Yeah, well, you've been turning holidays into dreams, haven't you, for the last, 30 years?
35.
35?
I know. I started when I was 10.
10?
I didn't really.
I was stamping brochures when I was 10 years old for my granddad. So you never know, do you? What inspired you to start Wendy Haines Travel, really?
Well, I've always wanted to do travel all my life, and I don't know why, because as a child, we went to Rhyl for our childhood holidays. I was about 14 before the first time I went on a plane.
Was it really?
So I actually blame Alan Wicker and Judith Chalmers for my travel career.
Oh, Judith.
Because I used to watch him on the telly, and I thought, oh, that looks interesting. And I always thought I wanted to be an air hostess. So one of my first memories of a birthday present is my mum brought me one of them little trolleys with a doll of an air hostess. And
well, I get told off for calling them trolley dollies.
Trolley dollies, I know.
They'll kill me.
But it was so different back then. I mean, you had to have a certain height and weight in proportion, and you definitely weren't allowed to wear glasses. You know, you used to have perfect eyesight. But the first time I went on an aeroplane, I saw what the air hostesses did, and I thought, oh, that's boring. They're just waitresses. Sorry, air hostesses.
Oh, that makes me feel better. We're both in trouble. We love you, really. Don't worry.
But I saw all the reps, and I saw what a great time they were having, and I thought I'm having a bit of that instead. But then I went to college to do travel and tourism, and I met my first husband, and so that put pay to my travelling.
So there was none of that 1830 rep in there.
No, there absolutely wasn't. So I went straight from college into a tourist information centre, and then a travel agent, and I've been there in a travel role ever since.
Tourist Information Centre?
Yeah.
In?
Leek, in the Staffordshire Moorlands.
In Leek?
Yeah, so people used to come in and say, right, I'm here on my holidays, what can I do?
It is, we're laughing, aren't we? I mean, my family are from the Potteries, but the Leek, it's right on the cusp, and it's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Beautiful part of the world.
Yeah. So I used to travel from Utoxie to where I grew up.
Oh, yeah.
To Leek every day. In a
nice journey.
In a bashed out old car that used to break down so many times. So I used to have to get on 2 buses to get there.
Did you?
And at the age of 19, that's real dedication, isn't it?
I had a bright orange, or dare I say tangerine, Talbot Sunbeam, because I'm a black pedal fan. And I painted the wheels white, so it's tangerine and white. And I had the fluffy dice, and I had leopard skins.
Lovely.
I used to drive around Blackpool. Those are the days, weren't they?
It was.
Right.
I had a lime green Mini. Yeah, and you used to have a piece of wood that held the choke out.
We'd look good together. So listen, what's back in 2013? You started Wendy Haines Travel, didn't you? But before that, you said you were a tourist board, and then you worked in.
Yeah, so I went to work at the local travel agency in Uttoxeter, which was part of the local bus company, Stevenson's Buses. So we used to book the bus tickets as well as the holidays. I remember my first ever booking was a couple to Yugoslavia with Yugo tours.
Yugo tours.
Yeah, that was my first. It's funny, isn't it, how you remember your first things? But yeah, so I did that and progressed through. So then I went to work for Pickford's Travel. That became Going Places, that became the Co-op and Thomas Cook. And then, so at some point I decided that I was going to take myself off to college and train to be a teacher at night class.
Really?
I went and got a teaching qualification. Yeah, it took me 4 years. And to work in a school, I had to get a degree. And I hadn't got a degree, so I went to university on my day off. And I got a BA Honours in Tourism Business Management.
Really?
So when Thomas Cook offered me redundancy in 2013, 6 months after I'd graduated, I was like, thank you very much, I'm off. And I've took my 20 years redundancy. And I hadn't planned on opening up a business. I was going to go teaching, which is what I did. But people kept saying to me, I still want you to book my holidays. So I'd had a conversation with Paula, because one of my friends knew Paula. And we signed up, and I was doing that part-time for about 4 years. And it got to the stage when my business was going really, really busy. Teaching got really tedious with Ofsted. So I took the big jump and went full-time self-employed.
Wow. So you actually did start the teaching job?
Yeah. And actually during COVID, that came in a little bit handy, because I went and did some supply teaching with key workers kids when I was earning no money through COVID.
Wow.
It saved me.
That's a great story. So what's the biggest shift that you've seen? I mean, we've both been through it together, haven't we? We both now run our own businesses, both started back in the day. What's the biggest shift you've seen, you think, in the industrial world this time?
It's the technology.
Yeah, I thought you might say that.
God, I remember we used to have to go on courses to learn how to write airline tickets. And I remember at Pickford's we had a business travel account, so they'd phone up, book a flight ticket somewhere, and then you had to write the ticket out. You had to go in the back office and type up the itinerary on a typewriter.
Yeah.
And then type up an invoice to send to them.
Yeah.
And then they'd phone and change the ticket.
Then you're going to start.
So you had to do it all over again. How on earth we earned any money in those days? I've no idea, because it took so long.
It did, didn't it? I remember those days, writing the tickets. So,
yeah.
Crikey, you used to be able to ring up the airline and say, have you got any seats going to Mallorca tomorrow or tonight?
Yeah.
And you could jump on, you could write your own ticket out. You jump on a plane.
Yeah.
And then be back in work.
Yeah.
24 hours.
Reading all the timetables. And it just amazes me that people got to where they were going from me looking at the times in this big book that came every month.
The A to Z, it was 2 books, wasn't it? The airline one. Then there was the British Rail timetable.
There was. And then the European timetable. That was great. And then and then you used to have to do something called reconfirming. So somebody would come in and you charge your money to reconfirm their ticket.
That's it.
And then you put a little yellow sticker on with the
That was
code.
it.
Yeah.
God, dear.
Yeah, technology has changed our job is just so much quicker, and we have so much information there.
Yeah.
We never knew what an inside of a bedroom was like in a particular hotel.
No, I know. And what we were actually, it's funny, we were talking about that. We were out having a meal a couple of days ago, and one of the things we were talking about is, in the day, there was so much anticipation and excitement, because you were just relying on a brochure that had maybe 3 pictures. So everything was in your mind, wasn't it? It's like that whole storyteller, it's like kids are great, my grandkids. They're brilliant. They'll tell me stories. And it's all in the mind, all this imagination based on something they've seen, and it's far exaggerated. And it's the same with holidays, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In them days.
It was.
It was all that anticipation. You get off the plane, get your transfer on the coach, whatever, and then you get to the hotel. Sometimes you go, wow, this is great. Other times you go, oh, bloody hell. This is not what I thought it was going to be.
No, I do think, though, that's the downside of technology to a certain degree. It's taken some of that excitement out, because you know what you're getting before you go, because you've seen it.
Yeah, or you can, or things actually, people say things and it's not actually how it is, and other people go and have a fantastic time. So,
Yeah.
you know, listen, I know something about you. You're a Las Vegas, talk about destinations, a Las Vegas super fan. How many times have you been there?
16 and counting. I plan to go back in 27. So, yeah.
27. Well, they've had that tunnel finished. There's Elon Musk building a tunnel.
Oh, yeah. I
just read about
it. Yeah, underneath the strip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. But this is why I try to go back every couple of years.
Four. I mean, seriously, what?
I know.
What
And I'm the tightest. I don't gamble at all. You know, I'll have my limit is $10 and that's it. When it's gone, it's gone.
Good. Yeah, that's good.
It's an adult playground. So if you want to go for a fabulous meal, or we've been on the rides at the top of the Stratosphere, or we've been out to the Grand Canyon and we go shopping and we go to see shows, and you can just do what you want.
Yeah, I get it.
It's amazing.
I get it. And that's why you keep going back.
Yeah, and every couple of years something's changed. So last time we went was last year, and the Sphere was just about to open. So we saw the building, but nobody had seen it. So when next time I go, I need to go see a concert inside the Sphere.
I need to go and watch the NFL. Yeah, I've got to go. Got to go to Vegas and watch NFL. I mean, when I first saw it, when they showcased it, it was absolutely unbelievable. I think it was a Super Bowl. It was absolutely fantastic. I love it. I love what they've done there. You know, I'd like to see more of them in different parts of the world, because I think it's a great concept.
Yeah,
But-
don't do sport, so I don't know.
There you go. So, listen, you travel far and wide, but you're also a great homie, aren't you? A bit of a home bird. You like,
Yeah, we've got some amazing places in our country, haven't we?
because you book a lot of people. Your customers, you book people, don't you? In the UK, the staycation's still popular.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a dog, Monty, and so we love at least once a year to take Monty to the seaside.
Yeah.
But we also love a hot tub break. We love to go and get a nice cottage somewhere nice and quiet, near to a pub with a hot tub.
Sold.
Yeah,
Sold it.
we love that. But then we also like going to London. We like going to the theatre.
Yeah.
Top of my hit list for the UK, I want to do the North Coast 500 in Scotland.
Do you?
Yeah.
Is that like that's the equivalent of what they say to the Route 66, yeah?
Yeah, it's all across the top. But I want to do it. I want 3 weeks. I want to do it slowly and do it right instead of rushing it.
Wow. And how would you do that? Would you drive camper van? Or
We're not
would you
camper
take-
vanning.
No.
No, I don't do camping. Not when there's so many nice hotels around. Why would I want to be in a camper van?
I've done the camper van. I did it in Canada. We did a podcast on it. It's fantastic.
But you know what? Also, the roads are too narrow. So for the
You know
big
what?
camper van,
Yeah.
the roads are too small.
That's
so
a good point.
yeah.
Because I'd hate to take one around the Lake District. Good.
Oh yeah.
No, you're right about that. I mean, do you think that, all this travelling that you do, I'm guessing you must think it helps you with your job. Your knowledge.
Absolutely, yeah. And you know what? If my customers have seen me, and I've got lots of regulars, and they know what I like and my sort of standards of things that I like, so then they want to go where I've been. I've got customers in Portugal this week, been to a hotel that I went to earlier in the year.
I want to go to places that you've honestly, I do. I'm going to Corfu this weekend, actually.
Oh yeah,
With you.
funny that.
Yeah, so are you. I've never,
Yeah,
you know what
not
I'm
on
doing?
our own though. Not just us two. We're not the Coldplay couple.
You know what I went to? Oh, crikey, I went to see them in London. That's not my gig, that, but yeah, I went to see him, and there were a few people. He did mention it.
Did-
The concert, yeah, he did.
No, there's a whole group of us.
So listen, you've recently grown. I'm going to say grown the team, because it was you.
It was me.
Wendy Haines travel. Now, how many of you are there?
Yeah, so I have an admin lady, and
She's lovely.
she's great. She's my wing woman,
She called
Jane.
Jane.
Yeah, so she checks everything, and she'll do check-ins for people and book their seats, and she's amazing. So Jane's been with me now for 2.5 years,
Mm-hmm.
and then last year I brought Claire onto the team, who comes to the holiday hut. So I've got the hut about as far away from the sea as you can get. It's in the middle of the country.
I've been there.
Yeah.
I can't tell you. It is in the middle of nowhere.
It's the furthest point. In fact, there's a village not far from us, which has got a signpost that says we're as far from the sea as you can get. And it's a beach hut in the middle of the Staffordshire countryside.
We drove there on the way back from a cruise from Southampton, I think it was. And I said to Missy Nutt, I said, where is it? I was following the kids in the back of the car. Are we there yet? True. It is in the middle of nowhere, but I'll tell you what a fabulous little place it is.
Yeah, it's cute, isn't it? People come in and say, oh, this is cute. You know, so when I left Thomas Cook, I was like, I'm not going to I don't want staff. I don't want to shop. I've been there, done that. You know, I've worked every, Monday to Saturday. And so I never had the intention, but my business has just grown that much. And because of my Wendy's Wanderers, which I know we're going to talk about, I needed to have somebody else help me with that. And the girls do a great job for me.
I think, you just said it there. The most important thing is it's not about us. Yes, when you run a business, you want to be successful. There's lots of people listening who run businesses, and it's about the people you work with, the colleagues. That's what makes it special. That's what the customers, remember, and it's so important that they're invested in you and in your business. And I think a lot of people can relate to that. So, listen, tell me about, how did Wendy's Wanderers start?
So, going back to when I was first self-employed, so going from working in a shop with a team of 10 people, going to sitting in your office in your house, day in, day out on your own, I was like, I need to get out. And my husband didn't want to go to the theatre and he didn't want to go dancing and all these things. So I joined the WI and I looked and I wanted a young WI. So I quickly became the social organiser. So I organised the nights out. So our first social event we went to was in Birmingham. We went to the theatre. And then we all ended up in the 80s nightclub. We stayed over. So that was the level of my WI socials. So we just had a great time. So I used to arrange all these little breaks for my WI ladies. And then I had the idea that we'd do something a bit more adventurous. So I booked us all to go to Tuscany and do some cooking and some sightseeing. And then when I got the holiday hut, I'd have so many ladies come round the Craythorne and say, oh, well, I'd love to go away, but I haven't got anybody to go with. And that's how Wendy's Wanderers came about. We've now got over 950 ladies in the group.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's amazing. There's such a demand for it.
And I guess you've got a mix because there'll be, I guess there's ladies in there who've got husbands or partners or whatever, and also people who are solo travellers. But they all want, people sometimes just want a break. They want to go away together, even if they're in a relationship. We're finding a lot of people just, actually, partner might say, don't want to go there. Well, you go with the girls, go with the ladies, I mean, that must happen, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and you have a different time. I know before I did...
you do.
Before we did the Wanderers, I always used to go away with my girlfriends at least once a year. We go for a girly weekend. And you have a far different time on those breaks than you do when you're with your partner.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got lots of ladies who have got partners that don't want to travel or can't travel. And it takes the pressure off them a bit because they think, oh, I haven't got to go to India now because she can go with the ladies.
That's it. That is the point, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we always have little top tips on it. There's a top tip for you today. If you don't want to go somewhere with your partner, then get in touch with Wendy.
Yeah, but it's only ladies. We don't allow...
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Calm them off.
No boys.
I've ordered Paula.
There's no boys on our trip. So yeah, the only criteria is that you're a lady wanting to travel. And we go to all sorts of places.
It's great. It really is good. So where's the most memorable place that you've been to? Where's the Wanderers?
So far, India. We did India. We were there this time last year.
Yeah, Missy Nuttall wants to go there.
And it wasn't on my list. It was
not on mine, but it's on hers.
No, it wasn't on my to-do list, but my ladies... So I said it out, where do you want to go? And it was top of the list. I said, okay, let's go. And we did the Golden Triangle.
And?
It was incredible.
There you go.
And while I was on the bus on the way back to the airport, I was in touch with a supplier and we're going to Amritsar in Shimla next year. So I'd already got the next trip planned.
Where?
Because I loved it. Amritsar. It's where the Golden Temple is.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and Shimla, which is in the foothills of the Himalayas.
Himalayas, yeah.
And there's a famous train. Yeah, so we're doing that next year.
Oh,
yeah. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. But yeah, we go to Tuscany a lot. We've been to Croatia, and we've done cruises. We go to Japan next month. So that's exciting. Really looking forward to that.
And that is our hot spot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody wants to go to
everyone
Japan.
wants to go to Japan.
Yeah.
It's bonkers from what I've heard.
Yeah.
It's a real combination, but people have been to Tokyo told me it's off the scale.
Yeah.
I was like, really? Like, oh, mad, bonkers.
Yeah. Looking for it. But you know what I've done? So everybody's got, I've given everybody a little personalised cutlery set. So they've got a knife, fork and spoon in a little Wendy's Wanderers case, in case they struggle with the chopsticks.
Have you really?
Yeah. I was dead excited.
I'd struggle with chopsticks. I've got chopped a finger with them. So I might need one of your gifts. When I go to
I'll sell you a set.
Oh, brilliant. So, I mean, that's what's for the future holds. Himalayas, foothills of the Himalayas.
Yeah, and then in 2027, we go to Nepal.
I'm 60 then.
You can't come. Paula can come. Nepal and South Africa.
You're not going base camping, are you?
No.
I thought so.
No, my dad's done that.
Has he really?
Yeah. But no, we don't do mountain climbing. We're all of a certain physique. We have limitations on what we can do. But yeah, we go to South Africa in the February and then Bali in September.
Beautiful.
And Nepal in October.
You get around, don't you?
We've already booked our first trip for 2028. We're going to Nashville and Memphis.
Oh, right now, hang on a minute.
I know. I knew you'd be happy with Nashville.
You know, I went out the other week and we had a bit of a do, so I put my cowboy boots on, put my Stetson on. I did it. Yeah, I did it. I did the full thing. I thought, yeah, I've got to do it. So
amazing.
I love Nashville.
Yeah, I've not been, so I'm doing a recce in 27. So me and Andy, my husband, are going out in 27. I've been to Memphis before, but he hasn't. So I'm going to go and do a recce.
Oh, fabulous. They've got a great jazz bar there, you know.
Is there?
There's only one jazz bar in Nashville, I believe. Yeah, and we went and it's super.
Oh.
Really enjoyed it. Listen, I'm going to ask you some quick fire questions.
Okay, all right.
Now we've got Wendy.
Okay.
I'm going to say to you, Vegas, right? You visit number 17. What's the first thing you do when you land in Vegas?
What's the first thing I do? So they have a wheel of fortune as you go through the casinos. It's like a big wheel.
Right.
And you put your money on the thing, on the number that comes round.
Yes.
So I'll put a $10 note on one of those numbers and I'll walk through to check in.
And where's it? That must be a big prize or something like that.
It depends. Depends which one comes round because there's some numbers on there more than once.
Oh, really?
So the lower value ones, you get more. You get less. So, but yeah. I'll probably do that.
Okay. Monty. So he's a cockapoo.
Yeah.
I believe.
He is.
So is it a beach walk or a countryside stroll?
He doesn't really like the beach. He doesn't really like the sea, no. So I would. So countryside for Monty.
Okay. Yeah. So one Wendy's Wanderers destination you'd happily repeat every year?
Tuscany.
Tuscany.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place and I love taking my ladies there.
Bang on there. If you could pick one famous person to join you on a Wanderers trip, who would it be? I think it's a great question.
It is. And it would have to be female.
Yes.
So I think it would have to be Julie Walters.
Julie? I didn't see that coming.
I think she'd make an ace wanderer.
I think
she'd be great fun, wouldn't she?
That is a brilliant answer. I didn't see that coming. Never thought of that.
Yeah.
I thought you about to say Judith Chalmers or something like that.
No, I didn't know. No, because Judith had tried to take charge. And
we can't have that. I know that. There's only one Wendy. What's your favourite holiday hut drink? So would it be, if you ordered, would it be a coffee or would it be a Prosecco?
Depends on the time of day and if I'm working. Of course, if I'm on a Wanderers trip, I can only have one or two.
Say professional.
So my ladies know that I won't be able to tell them the history of any churches or museums or anything, but I will show them where to go and get the best gin and tonic. And I've introduced lots of them to a limoncello spritz.
You know what? Can I just dwell on that 1 second? I love a limoncello. We had one last night. You just made a point there. So when you're Wendy Haines with Wendy's Wanderers, you're Wendy's Wanderers, not Wendy Haines the person at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're entirely professional. And that's really interesting.
Well, it is because my phone's on 24/7.
Yeah.
So, when we were on the cruise in Norway recently, a lady ended up in the medical centre. So
I thought you were going to say in the North Sea. I'm glad you said that.
No, I haven't lost any yet.
Okay.
But we've had phones left on aircraft.
Yeah.
We've had medical things.
Was she okay, by the way?
Yeah, she was. Yeah, the crew looked after her amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, when we were in Kenya in January, a lady was attacked by a monkey. So I had to take her to the hospital to get rabies jabs.
Cool.
So I'm on duty 24/7 when I'm away. Yeah.
This is some podcast. So, a dream wondrous trip that you haven't organised yet that you would love to now. You've got some coming up. You've organised. Is there anything that you haven't done? I think I might have an idea.
Do you?
Yeah.
So me and Andy go to Vietnam in November, and we're doing north to south. We're doing a big trip.
Okay.
That's a recce.
Yeah.
I want to take my ladies, but I want to include the Mekong River.
There you go. You know what I thought you were going to say?
What?
That's a great answer, by the way, because me and Mrs. N, the Mekong is one of our favourite places, and we're desperate to go back. I thought you were going to say Antarctica.
Oh, no. I'd have to take... No, so there are some things that I can't do until me and Andy have been.
Oh, there's a code of conduct.
Yeah, there is. So if it's on our list...
We're getting down to the real nitty-gritty here.
Yeah. So Canada,
Yeah.
the Rockies is on our list.
Okay.
And we're planning that for 2028.
Yeah.
So until we've done that, I can't take my ladies.
Okay.
So that's why me and Andy are doing Vietnam this year.
Why?
Because it's a future. So I can't do it because it's not fair to him. I get away with quite a lot already, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I didn't tell him about the Denmark cruise we did this year until after it was booked. Because he'd have wanted to have gone.
You know what? I've met him. He's a great guy. Andy, we love you. He's a great guy. But it's lovely that you have that relationship together, and that respect that's there. That's fabulous.
Oh, he's my biggest cheerleader. So he gets it and he meets loads of the ladies. So one of my ladies couldn't come on the Italy trip. She was poorly.
What did he do? Put a dress on and try?
No.
No, okay.
No. The day we flew out, I sent him round to her house with a pizza and a bunch of flowers.
Did you?
Yeah. And she cried on the doorstep and he cried and they hugged.
Oh, isn't that nice? Great stuff.
He does things like that for me.
That's a great story to finish on. This has been a brilliant insight into Wendy Haines, the person, and Wendy's Wanderers. I've been so looking forward to it, and it's really met all my expectations about what this was going to be like. It's been brilliant.
Yeah, it's been.
And I really appreciate it. And where can they follow you? Is it Facebook?
Facebook, yeah, we're on there, or onto my website, Wendy Haines Travel. There's a link there for the Wendy's Wanderers. So yeah, Facebook or website.
Do you do Instagram? No, see that.
Not really,
I don't do it. No, we don't worry about that. No. Okay, follow on Facebook. Listen, thank you everybody for listening. I hope today's stories have inspired your next adventure. As always, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you never miss an episode of Now Boarding. Follow us on Instagram at NowBoardingTVG. See, they've got an Instagram. I have to tell them all about it. Yeah. Listen, we're going to show you all the behind-the-scenes content as well. And if today's chat has you dreaming of your own lovely getaway, listen, Wendy, just give Wendy a ring. If you want to get rid of your wife or your partner for a week or two, get them registered on Facebook.
But we do normal holidays.
I know you do. We love having a bit of fun, don't we? Listen, it's been brilliant this today. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening and watching. And we look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Now Boarding. Bye-bye for now.
Bye.